Airports across the country are getting busy with spring breakers as the number of travelers returns to pre-pandemic levels. On Wednesday, the TSA screened just over 2 million people, nearly equal to the same day in 2019. And many airport service workers are fighting for better pay and benefits. And it sounds like they're going to get it. Stephanie Haynes is live in Dallas-Fort Worth with more on the efforts in Washington, D.C. aimed at helping those workers. And the question I think a lot of travelers will have is, do they have to pick up the cost? Stephanie, walk us through this.
Yeah, Marni, good morning. That is a question, but federal data shows that passenger attendants here at DFW, those are the workers who help escort people with wheelchairs, make on average $13.84 an hour. And so those workers and workers from airports beyond DFW are trying to fight for a minimum $15 an hour wage, also fighting for more benefits like better access to health insurance and paid sick days. A crowd of them, a crowd of workers and a crowd of union workers gathered on the steps of Capitol Hill Thursday. Some of them said they have to work a second job to get by, and there's not a whole lot stopping them from quitting and going to work at a restaurant or a business down the street that pays better.
Sometimes we have to work 70 or 80 hours just to make ends meet. Meanwhile, airlines are making record profits and billions of dollars. It doesn't make any sense to me. The truth is, air travel is a mess for both passengers and airport workers.
Lawmakers introduced this bill last year, but it didn't go anywhere. And that is a question that remains about prices. You know, there are some schools of thought, there are research that shows that increasing federal minimum wage hikes is costly for businesses, and then that could cause prices to go up. So that is a question that's still on the table here, Marni.
Right. And Stephanie, what's different about this year that makes these workers hopeful that they're going to get the pay raises that they've been asking for?
Yeah, I spoke one-on-one with the president of one of the larger unions. It's the Service Employees International Union, which represents 36,000 airport service employees across the country. She says she's optimistic this time around, and here's why. The FAA has to be reauthorized this year. So that means Congress has to approve the funding for the agency as well as its authorities. And so she's hoping that their demands can be looped into that FAA reauthorization process.
We had senator and congresspeople tell us, you know, they fought so hard to try and establish this standard when they moved COVID relief money of $60 billion plus to the airline sector, and that now is the time.
So she's trying to drive home that message that, hey, if you're a customer, if you're a traveler at the airport and the workers around you are getting better pay, better benefits, getting time off, then their quality of the work that they're bringing you and your time at the airport is going to be better. And, you know, it has been a tough time at airports as of late. First of all, we had that COVID-19 pandemic. And then also there was a Southwest meltdown over the holidays and that nationwide ground stop just a couple of months ago, Marni.
Working in an airport is not an easy thing, and dealing with passengers when things change, tough as well. All right, Stephanie, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.